In this video, I will talk about 9 unexpected signs from the universe that indicate your desire, which you want to attract into your life, is on its way to manifest. It will be an insightful and enjoyable video where we delve into this topic. 9 signs, quite extraordinary and sudden, and the last 3 of them will probably be a bit surprising to you because not many people talk about them, to be honest. So, let's start with the first one. The first sign is encountering a disappointment, a loss, or an unexpected, challenging situation. I mentioned this in previous videos, and those of you who have been following might remember. I want to talk about it here as well because, based on the comments from our previous channel and the comments on these videos, I realized that this topic is not fully understood, and I might not have explained it thoroughly. This loss could sometimes be an object, a possession. Apart from being a material thing, it could be a significant or minor financial loss, or we might directly lose money. As we focus on this cloud of negative thoughts, where we constantly question why these things happen to us, we trap ourselves in a spiral of pessimism. How can we become a triumphant commander, look forward and upward, stand up, and march toward success, winning victories, when we keep focusing on this cloud of negative thoughts, questioning why these things happen to us, and continuing to portray ourselves as victims? I know that some losses can be very challenging, and I can empathize well with those who might object as someone who has experienced it recently. But believe me, behind all those events that may seem not so, there are energies at work cleaning the blockages in that area, which may be a bit more challenging, but actually necessary for us to progress in life, and perhaps paths we haven't dared to take or areas where we have resisted. Although it might sound repetitive, I'll mention it again for our friends who are encountering this concept for the first time in each video. Regardless of how the state of being manifests, everything is energy. Our phones, the applications inside them, the impact they have on us, the table where we place our phone, the money in our pockets, our perspective on that money, the earning of that money, they are all energies emitting vibrations. The departure of the love of your life from your life is also an energy. With the withdrawal of an energy from your energy field, by emptying that space and increasing your awareness of that space, it becomes possible to fill it with cleaner energies that elevate you. However, sometimes the universe sees that your energy capacity is full. When you desire something different, thinking it will straighten out your life, but the universe insists on something that is not in harmony with you, something you insist on having, but deep down, you know you shouldn't push so hard for. It may help you by removing this disharmony, sometimes in a slightly painful way. As I mentioned, every disharmony in our lives cannot exist within our consciously aware space. What we think we want may not actually be what we want, but since we have never been in the realm of not wanting, this feeling seems foreign to us. Therefore, sometimes it's best to allow a powerful entity to take on the task of cleansing for us and to give space for much more beneficial beauty to enter our lives. The second sign is quite interesting. I recently received a message on Instagram. One of our friends had watched one of my videos and reached out to me. While walking down the street, suddenly, he noticed a dog following him. Normally, this wouldn't happen. Different dogs walked alongside him on the road, keeping him company. This is truly a good sign because the animal friend is, in a way, providing protection for our friend to be able to embrace the beauties that will enter his life shortly, influenced by the clean energy he emits in a world filled with its own dangers. Some people experience this by encountering butterflies. They fly around them, swirling in their surroundings. Sometimes a person is sitting in an open area, enjoying the nice weather, and suddenly a bird lands on their table or next to them. It comes right up to their feet, walking around. It wants to spend time together in that person's energy field. If you have experienced situations like these recently, or if they have increased, please share with everyone in the comments below. These kinds of events might seem unfamiliar to those who haven't experienced them, or they might have experienced them, but unintentionally distance themselves from these occurrences. By sharing your experiences, you may guide others, and as we share positive energy, it multiplies. Animals usually interpret spiritual energies in their immediate surroundings much better than we do. It's certain that everything that happens, whether we are aware of it or not, has a meaning. If you are being accompanied in a friendly manner by an animal, you can see this as a positive message from universal energies. Events like these guide us on an energetic level. They tell us that whatever you are doing, whatever you believe in, you are on the right path. I am with you, supporting you, walking alongside you, and if necessary, ready to protect you. If an obstacle appears in your path, I am ready to remove it for you, they say to us. Keep walking, keep moving forward. Third sign, constantly encountering repeated numbers. Okay, you knew this was coming, I get it. Because we've talked about it many times before. You keep seeing repeated numbers. Of course, each number has a different meaning. However, this will be a general statement because it's not a video specifically about these numbers. But generally, if you see repeating numbers, it indicates that you are in harmony with a vibration that you emit. And when you are in harmony with a formation, such as numbers like 111, 222, 333 in a symphony, as a result of being in this harmony, the energy you are aligned with manifests in your life. Be aware that your desire, which aligns with the vibrations you emit in your energy field, will soon become a part of your life. Fourth sign, missing an opportunity. What was it about the one that got away? Was it big? Let's give an example, something everyone knows. The recent trendy trend, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, it has taken off in the past decade, breaking through indicators. You say you should have bought it in the past, but now the ship has sailed. Feeling that you have missed an opportunity is another sign. At its core, this is a lesson for you. In this life, we learn and progress through the lessons we acquire. Thankfully, recognizing the rise of a new opportunity becomes easier through these lessons. And that's when you seize the opportunity that comes to you when you are truly ready. What's interesting here is that people constantly talk about bad luck. Labeling these types of incidents as bad luck not only serves us no purpose, but also propels us towards the negative side. Instead of labeling what happens to us as misfortune, we should take them as signs sent to open our eyes in some matters and restructure our perspective based on this foundation. Unused opportunities, when we realize that they were not utilized, turn into a possibility for a new future for us. The opportunity comes to a person at least 3 times in their lifetime, at least. We can approach this phenomenon in our own lives with specific situations, similar to Tesla's 369 method. We can turn this into a method we can use to express the manifestation of creation simply. If we missed an opportunity, instead of dwelling on the regret or anger it brings, we should set our sights on what comes next in our lives, using our brains and preparing ourselves to seize the next opportunity life will offer us. If we miss that one too, it's okay. To move forward, we should continue doing what we can at that moment, and at the same time observe the next favorable situation. Let's respond to the efforts of the universe to fulfill our request and deliver our desire to us by doing our part. Opportunities come into our lives much faster than we think and enter our lives much quicker than our expectations. A single right step we take can make all missed opportunities in the past seem insignificant and bring us massive progress in our existence. By the way, when I say taking a step, we can also make room for new energies by departing from the familiar energy field that we think is good for us. Stepping out of our comfort zone opens new doors for us and reveals brand new horizons in front of us. The place beyond our comfort zone is an extremely magical space. Number 5, unexpected invitations. You receive a message from someone you haven't been in contact with for a very long time. An old acquaintance, a friend from school, writes to you out of the blue. Why does this happen? Because surprise invitations are often events that act as messengers from the universe for us. Our friends who have reached a higher consciousness probably know that we can hardly manifest anything into our lives on our own, without collaboration, without catching the harmony. The moment we catch harmony with universal energies, the synergy we create with our surroundings brings certain things into our lives. In most cases, this energy establishes contact with people using certain communication points, and these points can be other people around or existing in the person's energy field. When someone you haven't met anywhere, someone you haven't communicated with online, is drawn to you, it's a sign that new things will enter your life, and events that will lead you to your desires may start with this new communication. The 6th sign is the onset of emotions without any apparent reason. Some of you may have experienced this recently and said, "Oh, that's me." You find yourself in a highly emotional period. You see a movie scene, even if it's not emotional, that scene creates a deep feeling within you. Someone shares a snippet from their life, and you start crying. Then you say to yourself, "I don't understand why this happened." Let me tell you why. This period is a time when your emotions are rising, expanding, and vibrating more than ever. You can delve deep into almost everything and feel the reflection of all realms, living or inanimate, fictional or real, intensely from within. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that your emotions are high? In fact, it's an indicator that you are in complete harmony and communication with the realm of existence. This state of complete collaboration with the universe and universal energies is what you are experiencing. You are drawing from the universe, flowing towards yourself, flowing into your life, and you are expanding and amplifying these existing vibrations even more. When your emotions are at such a high level, manifestations quickly take their place in your reality. So if you are in this state of mind, the formation of the flow of what you desire into your life has likely begun. The seventh sign is something we haven't talked about before, and it's the loss of appetite. Yes, loss of appetite. If you read the biographies of successful people, whether they are writers, musicians, scientists, business people, at some point in their careers or lives, there is a chapter where they are intensely focused and shining, and they feel like they don't need as much energy from food. During this period, they experience weight loss and become a bit thinner. While achieving their goals, they go through periods where they feel like they don't need as much energy from food, given the intensity of their focus on the path to their set mission. They concentrate their focus so intensely on that mission that, even if it involves eating, they want to be present in that activity at a minimal level. Sometimes, in our pursuit of drawing energy and the transformation we want into our lives, we focus on actions that will bring us that, and that focused area brings us even more of what we desire, to the point of forgetting to eat. Of course, this may not be suitable for everyone, and the absence of this aspect in your life doesn't mean your desire won't come true. However, if some of you have recently felt a reduced need for eating, especially for the reasons mentioned, it could be an indication that your energy is tightly focused on your purpose. You have channeled yourself into that goal or mission, and things are going well. Not disrupting the momentum and naturally continuing for hours may come from within you, showing a powerful sign that your desire is about to come true, and the life you envision is about to become your reality. Because eating is our most basic need, and being in such a focused state beyond that basic need indicates a strong alignment with your goal. This is a bit of a discomforting sign, actually. It makes you wonder why this happens, because as I mentioned, it gives us the feeling that we are neglecting one of our most basic needs. It may suggest that something is wrong. In fact, there is nothing wrong. You should listen to your body. If you're not eating, if your appetite has decreased, don't force yourself to eat with the thought, I need to eat. Your body is redirecting energy elsewhere at that moment, and the manifestation of your desires may happen even faster than you expect. Of course, it's essential to note that these are not health recommendations and do not cover situations involving any health issues. Nevertheless, considering the diverse audience of this channel, it's worth mentioning that we should give our bodies some rest up to a certain level, but we should also get the necessary energy for the healthy functioning of our cells without pushing ourselves to the point of trembling or fainting. Sign 8, nightmares. How nightmares? We must understand this. Although we often perceive ourselves experiencing each other primarily in three-dimensional reality, we are, in fact, multi-dimensional beings. Simultaneously, in countless parallel dimensions, we progress within the same moment. Everything is a reflection of dualities and multiple poles, much like yin and yang. The implication is that if there is a beautiful dimension, its counterpart, much like the other side of a coin, is also an existence of an unpleasant dimension. In its simplest form, every opportunity has a cost, and it can be considered in that way. When we sleep and step into the realm of dreams, finding ourselves within a nightmare, our soul takes a step into a different realm, an existence parallel to our own. When exiting the realm of nightmares, Individuals sometimes find it challenging to immediately detach themselves, being left alone with significant anxiety for a while. After those initial seconds or minutes pass, if we still feel the influence of that dream and label our experiences in that realm as negative energy, focusing on it for days or even weeks, those vibrations may start attracting events of a similar nature. Consequently, we might find ourselves trapped in an undesired, vicious cycle. However, if we have accepted that we exist in a reality of dualities, where there are poles, we can understand that while one side of this realm contains nightmares and negative experiences, the other side inherently holds beautiful things and the energy of goodness. We can interpret the dream we had as a positive sign and shift ourselves towards this positive side. If we can see this possibility, believe in its existence, we can also draw its manifestation into our three-dimensional reality and make it one of our life experiences. And here's the last one. The ninth sign is that you are watching this video. You understand what I mean, although a very small fraction of you may be confused. Let me say this. Think about it. There are billions of people living on this planet. You might say it's the result of the YouTube algorithm. No, everything that happens in this life, no matter how it appears, happens at the right time. Everything that needs to come into your life comes at the perfect time. We encounter all events with divine timing. You are watching this video about signs. Why are you watching it? You are seeing signs in the formation of the realization of your desires. Why are these videos popping up on your screen? Why do you feel aligned with this content exactly at this time, which is precisely the time that destiny has planned for you? You are completely free. You could spend your time on completely different things, yet you are still enjoying being within this video until this second. Why aren't other people who are busy with different things shown this content? Because the other billions are spending their energy in completely different places, far beyond the depths of the subjects we are currently exploring. Through videos like this one, our channel and other channels, books, documentaries, and friends who are familiar with these subjects, you witness that you can rise above the level of consciousness you have. Everything created for you is presented to you, and this is probably the biggest sign you have encountered that your great desire is on its way to becoming a reality. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and feel that it contributes to your vision and inner dynamics, don't forget to hit the like button below. We would love to hear about your own life experiences, the signs you've encountered, and the wishes that have come true, so please share them with us in the comments. If you're encountering the channel for the first time or haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking the bell icon to not miss our future videos. We hope that this year brings the most beautiful developments in the most important areas of our lives and unforgettable experiences for all of us. Take very good care of yourselves until the next video. Glad you're here.